Hello everyone. Today I'm making a video on a advanced version of the automatic tree farm. What's so advanced about it? Not too much. It just uses more techniques. And by more techniques I mean it uses the Forester. This uses a catalyst, which is basically just bone meal, and it plants trees and everything like normal, but the catalyst, when it builds up energy, as you can see in its little energy bar here, come on, stick on something. There we go. When it builds up energy, it will fill up and it will grow a tree. And bam, tree grow. So that's what it does, is it uses bone meal and energy to make trees. Very neat, very useful, speeds up the farming process a lot for trees, making it come in a lot faster. It also requires a lot of power. This is why we have two biogas engines over here. These biogas engines require biomass to run, and then they take lava to start up. They don't actually burn through lava, so you don't need to provide them with lava past the first startup, so long as you don't need to start them again. In this system, I've basically just replaced the Stirling engine of the previous video with biogas engines, because I needed more power. This is basically 10 times the power that was in the previous setup. The reasons for this power is the mentioned Forester up here, as well as the fermenter. The fermenter is what makes our biogas in this system, and it requires quite a bit of power to keep up with this many trees being destroyed and all the saplings coming down. So what we basically just do is just run the power into the bottom of it and run it straight up. Very simple. I have this hole torn away so we can see all the inner workings here. This is just a standard setup, so I'm going to be focusing mostly on this bottom part with the fermenter. The fermenter needs three things. It needs water, it needs a compound to fertilize the saplings or other biomass stuff that it gets put up into the top to be converted, and because it needs water and it uses it constantly, I have what's called an aqueous accumulator here. Basically free infinite water. You just put two water springs on it. I have one here and then one on the opposite side, and it will generate infinite amount of water, and it pumps it out at a very fast rate. So I just have that there. I have a little pipe running underneath it, brings water up into the back of the fermenter. So that's that, and now I'm going to cover it up because that looks hideous. So get some nice stone here. And so yeah, the nice thing about this whole setup is that you can basically cover up everything, and it makes it look pretty nice. But I just wanted to show that off. Now, before I cover the rest of this up, this is the fermenter here, and I have so many pipes going to it, from water into the back, time-in pipes on the side, energy pipe on the other side, block above it, that really I don't have very many facings, so I had to pull the liquid out through the bottom. I have it set so it pulls out of the fermenter, and I told the aqueous accumulator to not accept anything from the top, just to prevent any chance that it might accept the biomass. I don't think it will, and turning off that rain, but just in case. So yeah, that's that. We'll just cover that up and pretend like it doesn't exist, and we won't even notice it. So then what you're left with is just the diamond pipe sorting and your engines. I'd keep your engines in view so that you can, restart them with lava if you need, but you can bury this entire level as well because you don't need to see anything here. You do probably want access to your chest, however. Now, as you'll notice, I have a lot of diamond pipes in this setup. This is because I'm using it as compact as possible, which means I can't really control the flow of the items as well. So basically the items are told to go by pipes. So at the top here I'll have an iron pipe, and this is just the little loop trick I've shown in previous videos with iron pipes. It can't go into the Forester because the Forester only takes catalysts, and so nothing happens, and it will just pop back down, and this basically just sends all items back down if they were coming upwards without having to make a loop. Then the next one down just tells oak saplings to go into yellow if they can. If they can't, they'll continue onto the next direction, reach up here, and bounce back down. The saplings are coming from this nice little logger, which is the only thing that I couldn't get all of the material at the side. As I detailed in a previous video, the arboretum will magically teleport sand into the pipes above it for whatever reason. So I don't need a pipe beneath it or above it. However, the logger, I did need that, so as you can see I have a pipe here. I've told the power furnace not to accept items from the top. This is such a nice little thing, and so no items will ever go there, and it'll go into this pipe. Now this pipe is where all the real stuff goes on. It tells all saplings to go up, but lets saplings go down, as well as controls what other items can go down. And so this basically just routes everything down except for saplings, which are sent up and then can come back down. From the Forester, we have a redstone signal, or redstone torch in the yellow, so no items try to go there. And then we just have all the items that will be going down, and all the items will be going up as well. Now here is where we actually have some stuff going on with the powered furnace. All wood is sent into the powered furnace, as you can see, and then sand, apples, and coal are sent into the chest, and then red has a redstone torch on it. That is because this is where the material is extracted from the power furnace. It comes out this little backside, and so I don't want anything going in there. And then black is where it sends all the saplings. The saplings are sent down here, and they are told to go into yellow, which is the fermenter right there. And if they can't, they go into green, because that's the only other direction to go, and they'll travel into the pipe and go into the bottom of the box. This is basically just to handle overflow. As much as I might like, the fermenter, for whatever reason, cannot actually keep up 100% all the time. It's pretty close in this setup. It generates very few leftover saplings. It's been running for about a half hour, and it's generated 7. So it's not bad, and you can just have extra saplings. They're not going to kill you. But yeah, so you might be wondering, well, how much does this put out? Well, head over here to a ginormous tank, and I should make it daytime again. And this tank has been filling up since it got started, and we're about 81,000 for a little over half hour's work. It fills up pretty fast. These biogas engines down here are incredibly efficient. They can basically use no biofuel, and so you get plenty of biomass per minute from this system. And so yeah, all the system takes really for need is humus, as well as it takes catalysts. And catalysts are just basically, let me get one into my inventory. Let me toss that. Catalysts are basically just bone meal with fertilizers, how I make them. So you take a bone, fertilizer, and then 3 cans, and you get 3 catalysts. It's a little expensive, but it's not too bad. The cans are pretty cheap. They only take 3 tin, and you get 12 of them, so very nice. So yeah, that's how you get the whole setup going. So you just need to supply it with humus and catalysts, and you're good. It will run all by itself and produce you quite a bit of nice stuff. Now, I have, as I showed over there, made a monster, and I'm going to quickly tease you guys with it. I'm going to be making a video covering what I've done here, but it's probably not going to be a tip video. It'll probably just be an explanation video. The piping has gone crazy in this place, and then we have engines over here with piping, and then oh my dear god, this place. Yeah, my first time trying to make a automatic self-sustaining tree farm with a bog farm next to it. So yeah, look forward to me trying to attempt to explain this.